Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, we're taking a look at the exact message that you need to hear today. I can't wait to get into your readings. I missed you guys very much. I miss doing readings. My apologies, I couldn't shoot the last 5 days. I had both work and some personal things going on, but I'm very happy to be back. And very quickly, let me introduce each pile to you. By the way, before I do that, do know that you can pick your piles using your zodiac signs. If this is something that you are interested in, you'll find the timestamp for that down in the description box. There's also a section where Spirit can pick your pile, and you can find the timestamp for that as well down in the description box. Otherwise, let me introduce each pile to you. So for pile number 1, your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye. And for pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite. Hello. There we go. And for pile number 3, your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings that you're meant to hear today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section, you can pick your pile using your signs, your zodiac signs. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, let's get straight into it. So these are the signs for pile number 1. These are the signs for pile number 2. And these are the signs for pile number 3. All right, let's see what we have. For pile number 1, the signs are Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, as well as Aries. The signs for pile number 2 are Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, as well as Virgo. And for pile number 3, the signs are Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, as well as Leo. So please feel free to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that the next section of the introduction, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you. And as you may know, what I like to do is assign, hold on, let me just adjust these, there we go. I assign a different tarot card to each pile. I feel like they're a bit bent because I left them in the pouch. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But anyways, I digress. Um, so they are represented by a different tarot card based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so the magician will be presenting pile number 1, the high priestess pile number 2, and the empress pile number 3. And what I simply like to do is, I'm just a little distracted because they're so bent. I hope they don't affect the shuffling process right now. No, I think they're good now. So what I like to do is shuffle them around until one of the cards draws my attention. And that's usually through pulling a card from the other side or passing on a card to the other side. Cards bump into each other just like right now. Maybe a card would drop, anything like that. I would know that it is your chosen pile. So your spirit's pick for today's reading is pile number 2. All right, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. And once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the exact message that you need to hear today. And as always, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, as well as Aries. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what your exact message that you need to hear today is. And as always, we'll take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding the reading using your tarot cards. Okay, so you've got Mercury with the keyword thoughts. Other keywords are intellect, communication, Gemini, which there's a lot of Gemini in today's reading, agility, mentality, information, perception, memory, travel, transportation, education, as well as research. I think I need to get that out of the way. There we go. Then you've got Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. You know, Mercury, communication, and seeing manipulation, I kind of feel like maybe today or recently you've been going through communicating with someone who's very manipulative. Maybe they're gaslighting you. It could be someone, it could be even like you hearing about some form of manipulation that's upsetting you, perhaps. Anyways, you've got, I wonder what will happen next. How interesting. Okay, so the keywords here are ready to adventure, precipice of change, and pause before action. So it's kind of like the calm before the storm kind of energy. Something new is happening as a result of this communication. And you've got the Enneagram scattering under the category of blockage. And the keywords are multiple projects, disorganization, lightness, inconsistency, influx of ideas, unfinished projects. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the 10 of Swords right off the bat. I don't know, looking at this, I kind of feel, since we have the owl, which represents wisdom, and the eyeglasses, which represents, in my opinion, you looking into something. So maybe you've recently discovered something. Perhaps you've discovered it through communication, or you've communicated because you've discovered something maybe. But in any case, I think your eyes were recently open towards something, and it hurt you a lot with the 10 of Swords, especially that you're kind of feeling like you're in the right due to the wisdom. But although you're in the right, you feel stuck and you feel like you're the one being attacked, which makes sense because we do have the card manipulation here. That's kind of what happens in manipulative talks. That's one of the tactics, attacking rather than discussing things wisely, attacking you instead of being attacked, anything like that. But I do see with the 10 of Swords, this is really upsetting you. It's very painful. Yeah. You've got, we rise by lifting others. It's awesome that we get this card right away. It's an extra card in this deck. You've got, another extra card, the power of conversation. How interesting. And there's the owl, the power of conversation. This is a conversation, right? So you've got the Queen of Cups, which is all about nurturing, caring, sharing. Yeah. Interesting. King of Pentacles. Well, the cards are very positive. I mean, if you're wondering what's going to happen next, the cards, first of all, are really showing positive results, which is great. Ooh, we've got 2 more cards here. So, I feel like the cards are saying what you need to hear today is that it's sort of saying rise above this situation, because the more you think about it with the swords, the more you're going to feel stuck in this situation. The more you think about the pain, what they're saying, what they're doing, what they're trying to do to you, the more you will actually be stuck, and the more that they will be able to attack in the way that they are. Instead, you're guided to rise above this situation. I don't know what's going on in this particular situation, but there's something about lifting others. And hey, I'm just giving a disclaimer, of course, be discerning. If this is someone who's being manipulative towards you, I'm sure the cards are in this case, are not saying, hey, be nice to the person who's manipulating you, keep giving them, although they're not giving you. Obviously, that's not what the cards are saying. But instead, if there are others involved in this situation, then the cards are in this case perhaps saying, lift others who are maybe stuck like you. So instead of focusing on fighting this person through conversation, instead try lifting others who are in this situation as well, who are maybe suffering in this situation. I think these 2 cards are going to explain. I'm a bit confused because you do have the power of conversation. And then you have a lot of caring and sharing. So I'm going to use these 2 cards to ask, are these cards guiding you to have a kinder conversation and lift this person up? Or is it another person? Let's see. Who is this talking about? So we've got the magician. We've got the owl again, looking into something. Oh, 4 times 7. All right. And you've got the 2 of Pentacles. Wisdom. I'm noticing a lot of cards guiding you to study something, do you see? And then you've got all the books that are scattered. There's something about you are guided to keep your thoughts in order. Because otherwise, you will have so much to handle and it can all come down breaking. There's something about organizing your thoughts before a conversation. Perhaps you're worried about confronting someone who's manipulative. Let's see what Alice shows us. Wonder what will happen next. We might have a clue here. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? So there are points in life where everything seems quite perfect. Things are calm, all is well, and we are comfortable, sheltered, easy in ourselves, and in the relationships we have. There is, in short, nothing at all wrong. Then why, oh why, can we not feel satisfied? This is because free spirits grow restless amidst too much sameness. Much as we find Alice and you, dear reader, at this time. While she ought to be enjoying an afternoon beneath the trees in late summer, Alice is actually a little fretful and restless. She wants for adventure, to explore and to reach out beyond the comforts of her current existence. This is the point you are at. You will decide whether or not to enter into and enjoy all you have and have been given. All right, now I need to think about this. In my opinion, this is showing us how you're feeling about it. Should I just stay quiet and enjoy the story or enjoy the situation? It is good after all. Why get myself into a conversation, the rabbit hole, when it's unnecessary? Follow the rabbit and everything comes shattering down when everything is okay. Should I just let it go and let this person or these people just manipulate me and endure the mental pain of it all or the pain of it all? If you do, my dear pile number 1, as suggested by the 10 of Swords, you will find that this is not just a little pain. This will turn out to be utmost pain, because 10 of Swords, or the 10s in general, are the pinnacle of an energy. And so this is not just a little bit of pain. This will turn out to be the utmost pain of whatever you've gone through previously with regards to this situation. So while you might choose comfort, it will turn out to be the most painful experience to go through. Instead, you're guided to go down the rabbit hole, to go through adventure. Do you see? We read adventure here. Yeah, ready to adventure. To adventure, to go through this adventure of actually maybe standing up for yourself, speaking up about something, saying, I don't know what's going to happen next if I go face to face with this person, but you're guided to do that. Somehow, there are others involved in this situation. The cards are not talking about lifting this person, obviously. In fact, you're guided to confront this person. And to do that, to be able to confront them with the power of conversation, you're guided to lift other others up who are in this situation, and to find power. You see the pouch here? Doesn't it look like a kangaroo pouch? That is a kangaroo. Anyways, my apologies. Is it a rabbit or a kangaroo? I think it's a kangaroo. Anyways, there's something about protecting the vulnerable ones in this situation, lifting others, caring and nurturing others who are involved in this situation. That's first of all. Second of all, you are guided to not get into this conversation when you don't have your ducks in a row, because otherwise it'll all come shattering down. You are instead guided to, because you're a smart, wise person depicted as an owl here, and you do have all the right to be upset about whatever it is that you are going through. You're guided with the scattering and the magician here to organize your thoughts. 4 times 7 reminds me of a math equation, like the math has to be mathing. I mean to say, you know, make it make sense. Organize your thoughts and make it make sense. Make sure that the equation is accurate. I mean, the facts in that case are accurate. Before you go into the conversation with scattered ideas that will fall down with the vulnerability, with this type of vulnerability in front of others who are just willing to attack in any way, shape, or form. So just so that you're not coming in so vulnerable, you're guided to organize your ideas very well, and to go through this rabbit hole, through this adventure, not knowing what's going to happen. And the cards are showing that you're going to be very successful with the King of Pentacles. Not just successful, but this is like ultimate success with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, you're going to be respected. You're going to have the results that you are looking for. This is going to elevate you with the ladder here. This is going to put you in a comfortable position with this comfortable chair. Yes, you will win in this situation. There's the honeypot. You will win in this situation. I don't know exactly what you're going through, but there seems to be something around lifting others and sharing with others. So let's see what it's trying to say here. Why are you guided to shift and share with others? Lift and share with others. Oh, okay. So you've got the Ace of Swords. Again, something about putting your thoughts together. You've got the Two of Swords. All right. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups. Oh, you've got a lot of court cards. A lot of court cards. That's definitely something I'm noticing. And they're all right next to each other. Right here. So why do you have all of these court cards? Yeah, court cards are represent people sometimes. So you've got a lot of people right in this situation, actually. You've got a lot of important people in this situation. Oh, you know what this is saying? This is saying that although you might think that the people with you are small, tiny, but they are very important with all of these court cards. They're very important in this situation. Because it seems like together, you guys together with the court cards are more powerful than the Pharaoh himself, than this manipulative person or manipulative country, a company, right? or something. Manipulative country, manipulative boss, manipulative friend, whoever this represents. Yeah, together you are powerful, the cards are showing. That's the difference between the 1 and the 2, togetherness. Alone, you're important, of course, and your role specifically is to organize your thoughts, be clear about them with the Ace of Swords, research, bring things into clarity. Yeah, something about read, organize your thoughts, that keeps coming up for you. And that's something that you need to do alone. But otherwise, with the Two of Swords, coming together with others involved in this situation will give you power in this conversation. You two together, you guys all together. Maybe you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you're just 2. I don't know. Maybe you're more than that. Anyways, my point is the cards are saying together, which is something you're not seeing with the Two of Swords. You are powerful. Together you are powerful, which is what the court cards here are representing. Something about lift each other up, share things with the Queen of Cups, share ice cream. So what are you supposed to share with them? Let's see. Yeah, both of you can reach the honey pot, or all of you can reach the honey pot. So you can share wisdom together. You can share resources together. You can share getting each other somewhere. So what are you supposed to share with others? 8 of Cups. Don't keep all the honey pots to yourself and leave this other person or leave these other people. So yeah, these could represent, like I was saying, resources, information, taking your rights only maybe and not theirs or something. Don't take it all, and where each one is on their own. Share your resources together and lift each other up in this situation, in the face of this form of manipulation, because you will find power together. Together you will have a powerful point to make. You know how, like, if one person in the company is complaining about something, then they may not be heard. But if everyone, and that's the idea of strikes, and I'm not saying go on a strike or anything. I'm just saying, like, when there is a strike, for example, then something unfair that's happening could be potentially heard. And so similarly, there's something about you sharing together and lifting each other up will have a power of say in this situation. And I'm so curious, now that we understand what's going on, what is this person being manipulative about, or what are these people being manipulative about here? Yeah, also with Alice, this is saying don't choose comfort. Choose to go on this adventure or on this path that you don't know where it's going to lead, and be brave. Yeah, it's not the time to choose comfort. So what is this person being manipulative about? The Moon. They have a lot of secrets. And they have a lot of secrets about you, specifically. I'm thinking. One of the secrets, by the way, is that they know that if you are together, you can cross the other side. They know that. It's one of the things they don't want you to know. But anyways, with the Moon card, they have a lot of secrets. There's a lot of things that they're not letting you know about. Temperance. They're distracting you. And with the Temperance card, they're really at the moment doing a lot trying to find their own balance and distract you. They don't want you to look around you. They just want you to look at the distraction. Because they are plotting for something. Alchemizing with Temperance, they're plotting something. They're alchemizing something. They're plotting something. Alchemize and the moon gives me an idea of plotting. They want you to be distracted until they plot it, but their fear is that you're going to unite and cross the other side. That they don't have control over. Empress. What was the question? Oh, how are they manipulating you? This person seems to be giving you a lot with the Empress. They're actually, surprisingly, quite generous. So maybe they are, maybe that's why you feel comfortable where you are, thinking, should I go down that rabbit hole? They're giving me a lot. It's kind of like that company that's paying you well, but maybe they are taking a lot of your rights, for example, and they give you a lot, or they know they're giving you a good salary, or they're giving you a lot of love. Maybe this is a relationship. I don't know, but there's something manipulative where this person or these people are giving you either a lot of love or a lot of money or a lot of resources. They're giving you something in abundance, and they're using it to distract you until they plot towards something. Let's see what they're plotting. Wheel of Fortune. Round and round. They are plotting. There's something funny about this Wheel of Fortune. You look at the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune and you think, wow, I must be very fortunate in this situation. But that's the trap, actually. That's the trap. Because every time you think you're just about to make it, you're going to go down again. And then they give it to you again. So you feel high. You feel you're just about to reach what you want, and then you go down again. So think about it as someone who, for example, is your friend, or someone who is supposedly in love with you. They give you all these promises. They treat you so nice right before, they want something. They want you to do something for them. They're so sweet. They call you. They're nice to you. And you get all these high feelings. And then just when you thought you're about to reach the beautiful relationship that you want with this person, everything goes downhill again. When they get what they want, or when they are able to fool you or make you think something. So there's definitely a lot of deception with the moon, especially when we asked, what are they plotting against you, or where are they manipulative? They're manipulative in the sense of not wanting you to know everything, because it looks to me like if you knew what it is that they're hiding, perhaps you wouldn't be choosing to be where you are. So there's a lot of misinformation and there's a lot of hiding of facts. One big thing that's highlighted here that they don't want you to know is the fact that if you unite with this other person or these other people, you will be able to cross to the other side. And so that you don't do that, they try to distract you. Hey, look here, so that you don't think about this. Maybe this represents you and your children moving out of this manipulative person or leaving them. Maybe this represents your manager or maybe your company thinking, hey, we should together do something about this situation. But together you are in power in this particular situation. That's the most thing they don't want you to know. They want to distract you from it. They want you to, like, maybe they're showing you different things so that you're distracted. so that they can continue on their path to plotting what it is that they want to plot. Until then, they want to give you a lot with the Empress, make you feel abundant, make you feel like you're getting what you want, maybe not what you need, but what you want. They're giving you a lot of something. Like we said, it could be love, it could be money, it could be an abundance of some form of resource. And they're going to continue to make you feel high and good and great before you go down again and go, hey, what's going on? And then and it's a cycle. They don't stop. They'll continue to give you and give you before they disappoint you, and then give you again to disappoint you. And they know what they're doing. It's a process that they've done over and over again. It works, and they will continue to do it. Maybe it's getting worse, because I do see you with the Ten of Swords going through a lot of pain. This time, as you know, you're completely guided to study your situation better. Look at the facts with clarity with the Ace of Swords, especially the things that you haven't looked into before. Two of Swords means you can't see. So have the courage and the intelligence to look into the very things you haven't explored before. Maybe it's a new way of looking into things. Maybe it's information that you didn't dare to look at before. Maybe it's the power of thinking for yourself, or daring to think the things you didn't dare to think. There's something here you're not seeing with the Two of Swords that you're guided to see with clarity. How would you see it with clarity? Only through taking the time to organize your thoughts with the Scattering card. There's the Magician. This is where you'll get a lot of skills, or a lot of, I don't want to say power in this situation, but a lot of mastery. This is how you're going to get a lot of mastery in the situation, by organizing your thoughts, looking at the facts, studying them well, and you're going to do well in this confrontation or in this conversation, the power of conversation. Yeah. And my dear pile number 1, my heart is with you in this situation, but you're guided not to stay in the safe zone. Not the safe zone, the comfort zone, I mean, of course. Not to sit in the comfort zone. This is the time to go down the rabbit hole and, stop this manipulation from happening. And this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I just got a question. Maybe you're asking, who is this person? I would be surprised after all this reading, but just in case you're wondering, who is this person? I'm going to answer this for you. We've got 3 cards. Who is this person that's plotting all of this against you? So you've got the 5 of Pentacles. This is someone who's taking a lot from you. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone who's taking a lot from you, a lot of resources from you, or a lot of time, maybe something valuable from you. 6 of Cups. Yet they are treating you kindly or loving. Yeah, I noticed that with the Empress. So there's confusion here, thus the manipulation. This is definitely someone who is, that's why you got Temperance, is playing hot and cold, is like taking very valuable things from you, but giving you also something else that's valuable, but maybe they have abundance of that. They can easily give it to you so that they can take from you what is important. You know, it's when someone gives you something so that they can say, hey, I'm giving you. Can't you see I'm giving you? That type of situation. 9 of Swords. This is someone who's stressing you out a lot these days, especially through a lot of blame and shame. They scare you with the 9 of Swords. So they stress you, they scare you. They are treating you in such an authoritative way, demeaning way. I mean, this person is not even kneeling to speak to this person. They're like standing up tall, looking down on them, shaming them, guilting them, stressing them, although they know that this person is super wise and intelligent. They're breaking something right in front of their eyes that is so important, that is making this person sad. It's breaking their hearts and they know it. So this is someone who's hurting you a lot. They're breaking your heart. And it seems like you don't have the power to talk, because this owl is like so sad. It's almost like they are speechless. How can they explain this? It's so shocking. It seems like it's a big situation here. And to top it all off, they are treating you with a lot of disrespect, shame, guilt, stress, and are even scaring you. And they are doing that by giving you so much of something, or they're kind in some place, but they're taking something very valuable in exchange. Yeah. Oof, this person, when the card said manipulation, they weren't kidding. All of these games giving you, making you go up and down. Yeah, the hot and cold dynamic is definitely there. At the end of the day, they're really distracting you to get to somewhere, but they know that if you are together, you and all the court cards here, you will be the ones to cross to the other side and not them. And yeah, my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the exact message that you need to hear today. And to do that, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, as well as Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, let me pull out. Actually, I feel this one, so I'm going to pull this one out. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first to explore your reading, and then we'll be taking a look at your tarot cards to complete the picture. So you've got the card, It's Always Tea Time. And the keywords are eternity, endless moments, repetition. Maybe you're stuck in a cycle of people gossiping, talking a lot and not doing anything. Maybe. Or maybe these are promises you're giving yourself. I don't know. We'll see. But it could be like you're stuck in a specific situation, in a loop that you can't get out of. 6 o'clock tea time. It's always tea time in this scene. So maybe it's like you're saying, tomorrow I'm gonna get up and do this, but it seems like you can't get yourself out of this situation. Maybe. These are just guesses. Anyways, we'll take a look at the rest of the cards and what they're showing us. So you've got Venus in Cancer with birth. You've got the Enneagram in advance. So the keywords here are earlier than expected, got ahead, early, preceded, prematurely, before the hour. Okay. And you've got the Capricorn, and look at that, the C-O-O-O-O. So maybe this is talking about a lot of money particularly. Anyways, the keywords here are driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical. So maybe I could be right about you trying to achieve something. Maybe you keep promising yourself, but you haven't done anything about it yet. Maybe this is talking about you going ahead and doing a business or starting a project or start to invest. Maybe you're always thinking, hey, I want to invest. We'll see. So, did we shuffle? I think we need to shuffle your tarot deck and ask, what is the exact message that you need to hear today? What is the exact message that you need to hear today? So, you've got the Knight of Cups. It was Valentine's Day yesterday or 2 days ago when this comes out. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So maybe something happened during the 14th of February recently. Anyways, you've got the Page of Cups. The Star. You are dreaming of something, aren't you? And you're dreaming of something so big. Yeah, I feel like you're dreaming of something so big. Right now, you feel you can get there, but it's like such a wild dream. Yeah, big dream. Stairway to Light. But you know, I am noticing that you don't need a lot of steps to get there. In fact, you do have prematurely. It's like, or earlier than expected. It seems like you're going to go there earlier, much earlier than you think. And that maybe around this time this year, you're going to be celebrating this big dream. Like you're going to be there with Valentine's Day. At least that's what I'm picking up on the Valentine's idea, the synchronicity of when this card came and the timing of Valentine's. So you've got the Magician. And it's going to be fun and games for you to get there. So what am I picking up on? I'm picking up on a dream that you have right now. Something wild, something amazing, something that you daydream of. And you're always there. Although you're not in this world yet, but you're always envisioning. You're part of the world from the outside, always looking into it, how it feels like, what it must be like. It's your love. You're so immersed in this dream. You're so in love with it, Knight of Cups. You're always daydreaming about it, always thinking about it. Maybe when you talk about this dream to others with the Mad Hatter, they call you mad. But you seem to be there anyways, all of the time. And the reading here is saying, you know, you're not far from this dream. You're very skilled with the Magician. You've got the needed skills. On top of that, it's going to be fun and games. It's going to be so much fun for you to, it's not going to be like actual work to you to get there, but it's going to be a lot of fun to get there. And you have the skills needed for it, is what the reading is saying. What you need to hear today is that you're guided to break that pattern. Get out of this tea party of continually daydreaming about it and start taking action today. And that's what you want to hear today. Because if there's something celestial about the timing you're watching this reading in, when you listen to this reading, when it reaches you, something is going on astrologically. And if you make use of that, you will be going through a portal that actually gets you there the quickest. So make use of that time and take action right away once you see this reading. It is your portal. Because if you do, it's going to be like a person who's dreaming of creating a project and they become a millionaire, or even a millionaire or a multi-millionaire. This time is ostentatious to you. It's lucky to you. So first of all, what is it that you want to achieve? Wow. Yeah, your cards keep showing this is no joke. This is very big. 10 of Pentacles. And again, 10s are the pinnacle of an energy. So if some people are dreaming of something, your dream is full-blown big. It's huge. Yeah, that's what we keep saying. It's huge. If it's like a project, you don't want just a project that does well. You want to be a multi-millionaire, or you want your project to go global, or something or the other of the same sort. So yeah, your dream is massive. You want to materialize something. The Capricorn, the CEO with all of these zeros and the 10 of Pentacles, makes me feel like a lot of you could want to manifest wealth. It doesn't have to be, of course, but it's there. You've got the 2 of Wands. Maybe some of you are dreaming of traveling. So for some, it's a business. For some, it's to explore with the 2 of Wands. Explore a new place. Doesn't have to be a place. Like maybe you want to explore a new industry, right? There's something that you really want to explore. It seems wild, but you want to explore it. It's so far away from maybe where you are, or what you're doing, or your field, or your studies, or something. For some of you, it seems like you want to be a parent, because that's not the first time I'm noticing this. So maybe you want to be a parent, and that's your biggest dream. So that's there. Anything else? Yeah, transform your life to become another person. See the world through the eyes of a parent. And finally, the Hermit. You want to be free. You want to be on your own. So this could be financial freedom. This could be freedom from societal rules. You want to go alone somewhere. Free from something. You want to be on your own. Independent. You want to be independent. Yeah. So these are the sort of dreams that I see for the collective in this pile. Okay, so now that we know the type of energies we are dealing with, I want to ask, what are you guided to do right now to make use of this portal? So 6 of Pentacles. The first advice is very impressive. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles. The High Priestess. King of Swords. And the 3 of Pentacles. So the last thing you're guided to do is to work. Not that it's least in importance, but in order, right? So the first thing you're guided to do to get into this portal or make use of this portal is to give in some way, shape, or form that energy which you are seeking. So if you are seeking fame, for example, then give that energy to someone who's trying to make it and be supportive to them. If this is wealth, then give a little bit of what you have for someone, you see? So the first thing you're guided to do to get into this portal and get there much earlier than anyone would is to give that, even if you don't have a lot, to give that which you are looking for. To give from, no, hold on. To give that which you are looking for to others. Even if it's a little bit or a lot, that's up to you. Second of all, you're guided to, during that time, perhaps it is during the solar eclipse that's coming up on the 17th of February. It's also the beginning of the new Chinese year, the fire horse. But anyways, these days you are guided to envision yourself. Let me show you the card up close. Envision yourself right now and how you want to be. Like, envision yourself in this situation. Not that you don't do that all the time, but you're guided to look at yourself and think how you would be, because it seems like this is the most important thing to the universe or to the energy, the vibration, how you're going to grow, how you're going to do good to yourself and others in this situation. So you're guided to see how you're going to grow in this situation, what you're going to become as a person, and to see yourself in the best light in this situation. Because the more you do that these days, the more ideas are going to open up their doors to you, giving you access to tools and information that you can use to your advantage to actually get there. Access will be given to you, and you will get a lot of information, knowledge, the high priestess, a lot of knowledge that you didn't know about. And where is it going to come from? Within. So they could be coming in the form of brilliant ideas, suddenly putting things together in your mind and going, oh, I can make use of that. Or remembering someone that someone told you at a point in time and going, oh my God, I can totally use that. But it seems to me like it's not about first thinking about what you can do, which is coming in the next card, but first it's about thinking about how you're going to be like in this situation. And it seems like when you think about it in this way, somehow it's just going to open up some parts of your mind, or maybe a spiritual mind, that will give you access to very creative, brilliant ideas and things that you can do, to get there. It's as if that's the key to opening up this cupboard. And the high priestess, that's the cupboard that's going to take you places. From that place, you're guided to now think strategically. That's why the step is more important. After you meditate on who you're going to become and these doors and ideas starts coming up, you're guided to now start making a brilliant strategy on how to actually get there. And it's just going to flow. You're not going to go, oh, number 3 is me thinking of how to get there. It's just going to flow. Because when these cupboards open up and these ideas come, you're suddenly going to think, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that. And then you're going to start thinking about how you're going to get there strategically. Ooh, I can call Mark. They know a lot about this program. Maybe they can guide me on how to begin. Then you call Mark and Mark says, you know what, there's something that's much more updated now. You can just enter the information and it's going to do all the work for you. Really, thank you so much. And you're like, ooh, now that I know this, I can do these on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays I can put them together, and on Saturdays I can start, I don't know, selling them online or something like that. And so then this next step is all about strategizing a plan on how to get there. And then with the 3 of Pentacles, this is when you're guided to actually work towards it. Work towards the goal. Now the goal is clear. It's on the wall. The writing's on the walls. Everything's clear. and you're just guided to work towards it. So what are you meant to do these days? Give that of which you want. Imagine yourself in the best way in this situation, in this dream. You're going to get ideas, strategize on how to get to where you want to be, and then start working. You're definitely guided to break out of the cycle of, being going mindlessly about your day, as every day this could represent talking to friends, or going on to social media, or watching television or series, or whatever it is. These are just ideas in my mind. It could be anything else. But at the end of the day, it's talking about get out of even tarot readings. Maybe you love tarot readings and they're wonderful for you, but if it's to your own detriment where you're not taking action, that maybe it is something in that case that you want to snap out of. So whatever it is that you are enjoying that much with the tea time, it's time to snap out and get into the real world instead of imagining it, because this world is there. It exists in another timeline and it's waiting for you. And it just wants you to know that it's not far ahead. It can be achieved much quicker than you think, and than what anyone else can actually achieve, because it's a portal. On top of all of that, you're going to have a lot of fun getting there, and you're very skilled at actually making this happen, whether you realize it or not. But the cards are definitely, it's a major arcana. The cards are depicting you to have the intelligence, the feel in how to manifest this for yourself and how to be clever in achieving it. That's how the cards are describing you. And yeah, that's what I see, my dear pile number 2. Is there anything else? Let's ask the cards. Anything else here that you need to hear exactly today, my dear pile number 2? The Tower card. Move now. Wow. Move right now. It's like, finish this reading and get up now. Do one of these things, like do at least this thing. And then this. And that, yeah, get to it, my dear pile number 2. Get to it. Anything else? 2 of Pentacles. Oh, 7 of Cups. Get to it now, because right now is a portal, and you are guided to take one of these 2 choices of missing the timeline and getting into building the energy of building castles in the sky with the 7 of Cups, and wasting a lot of time thinking with let me think. Don't get lost in the confusion of thinking between, should I stay in the comfort zone, or should I just get to it and make my choice and choose my dreams? Because it seems like both these energies are tugging at you. You really are enjoying this tea time, but you really love this dream. Which one's going to win at this moment of time? The energy that's going to win is completely up to you. Your guides, the universe, is saying, go for it with the Tower card. Get out of there. Go towards your dream. It's the easiest and shortest path in your whole life right now. And it's saying, go for it. Take it. Yeah, it is the year of the fire horse, after all. Go, take that energy. Yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Yeah, don't miss this timeline, my dear pile number 2. Please don't miss this timeline. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at, the exact message that you need to hear today. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, as well as Leo. Welcome to your reading. Oh, thanks, we've got 2. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing as we always do. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll expand the reading using your tarot cards. Okay, so what is the exact message, my dear pile number 3, that you need to hear today? What is the exact message? Let's go one more time, that you need to hear today. Right, so I feel these 2 cards first, like this. You've got opposition with the keyword confrontation. I think pile number 1 had a confrontation as well, but with pile number 1, they had to confront someone or a group of people. I don't know what you're confronting here. We'll find out. But the keywords are reflecting, mirroring, seeking balance, tests, interaction, push, pull, dynamic. Yeah. Internal conflicts, uncertainty, wavering, acknowledgement, as well as respect. Actually, we can place your beautiful crystal there so that we have space for your cards. And you've got the 11th house, community. The keywords here are society, organizations, friends, social circle, giving back, hopes and wishes, group activities, memberships, networking, as well as social consciousness. How interesting. Maybe it's like a whole group coming together to confront something. Okay. Are you kidding me? I definitely highly recommend pile number 1. This is the exact card that they got. That's the energy that they have. I don't know what's going on astrologically today or why this is a message that so many people need to hear today, but this is big. So yeah, I highly recommend pile number 1 for this pile if you want to expand on your reading. But in all cases, you've got the card, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. So this is when Alice was sitting by her sister. She was reading her story. There were no drawings, illustrations in the book. And Alice was really bored. She was starting to think of another adventure. Yeah. Okay. You've got the Enneagram itinerancy. So it's under the category of place, and the keywords are seasonal work, traveling job, bar, yoga studio, travel agency, as well as work on the go. Okay. And again, there's a massive confrontational energy here. Sun in Aries with assertion. So this is a time where you're guided to be confident and fight back. Fight something back. Okay, I think your tarot cards will show a complete picture so that we have an idea what your reading is trying to talk about or showing. So, wow. Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting the idea of conspiracy theories with a Tower card. Why do I say conspiracy theories? And everything I say is alleged, of course, my own opinion. But having seen all of the information over the years about how the towers fall and how a plane would just hit and then 3 towers would just fall, and the passports that were found in the rubble, although everything else was burned, yada, yada, yada. It just hits my mind right away with the idea of conspiracy. Like, I'm seeing in your reading right now that you're dealing with someone or some people, or in a situation where you're being gaslit. You're seeing something right in front of your eyes. Something massive happened in your life and you're being greatly gaslit. You're being told lies about massive things that have happened. Yeah, it looks like right now, my dear pile number 3, it seems like you are going through a massive tower moment. You're witnessing lies. You're witnessing something big happening. Okay, so this is big here. Yeah, let's see what the rest of the cards show. My God, don't they look like politicians? Could this be? I don't want to, like, look, guys, I don't want to, I don't want this to turn political at all, but I'm not going to fight the cards either. When I see things that I'm noticing, I'm just going to be as honest as Spirit wants is showing. So this is not me. This is what the cards are showing. Looks like you're looking at something super political at the moment. There's a lot of fighting where you are in your country, or maybe you're watching another country where maybe it's not your country at all. Maybe you're watching another country where others are fighting. Maybe it's affecting you, right? I don't know, but right now it seems like nearly nobody is on anybody's team. It looks with the 5 of Wands that everyone's trying to snatch something and run, or everyone's up against each other. There are massive lies, massive conspiracies. Everything is reflecting something, but you got to put the pieces together. Lately, everything's been showing you a little piece of everything, but it's distracting, or okay, let's see what the rest of the cards show. So you've got the Death card. We can see someone here feeling absolutely hopeless. Do you see the symbol of peace is dying? I did not expect this to turn political, but again, I'm going to stay true to the cards. And again, it might not be in your country, right? But that's what I'm seeing. Knight of Cups. Stay safe. Make sure that whatever you do, that you're safe. And then you've got this interesting Page of Cups. You do see someone here pursuing what they love. And to do that, maybe they are not well paid. They are relying on society to appreciate their art and support them, but they are staying true to their heart and what they love and what they're good at. So, to put all of this together, what are we seeing? Oh my God. What do you need to hear today? Where do we begin with this reading? There's something about the community, and people need to come together. Yeah, people need to come together. I wonder what will happen next. So remember when this card was talking about how Alice was already starting to have dreams and she's bored of the story that her sister is telling her. So there's something about people in your community being bored with the narrative. Yeah, being bored with the narrative, people feeling hopeless. Something about peace is slowly dying. And there's something about coming together as a community and not being afraid to be bold, to fight something, even if it feels like it's big and scary. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. And here with Alice starting to think about going down the rabbit hole. It's another world. She doesn't know what to expect. This world is full of ups and downs, wins and losses, or not losses, but learning lessons. It's very close to the Fool card, but it's a journey that your heart is calling for, and it's not necessarily going to be always easy, nor is it going to be hard. It's, believe it or not, it seems like it has the essence of adventure. It has the essence of actual excitement. It's not listening to the boring story anymore and going for it. It's going for it. There's something about community coming together, acknowledging their rights, also embracing uncertainty, pushing back, seeking balance, in the realization that there has been a lot of lies and false narratives. And there's a lot of fighting now. Don't stay hopeless. It's a great time of change with the Death card. It's a massive time for transformation. And you are guided to go on this journey, not with fear, but through love with the Knight of Cups. By following love, what is your heart calling for? Don't go down the rabbit hole because you're sick and tired of the story. Go down the rabbit hole because you're excited about what's to come. It's almost like the rabbit hole is calling for you. Go through it with the love of what it can help you achieve, make you achieve, of following your purpose with the Page of Cups. Following, do you see? Even if you aren't going to have much, you're going to be happy. And hey, since we're talking about, there's like this taint of political story here, I'm definitely not talking about the idea of, what was it? Own nothing and be happy. I'm not speaking from that sense. I'm speaking from the sense of even if the path that your heart is requiring you to move towards is not going to be maybe as luxurious for some time, or a long time, who knows, I don't know, for some time, embrace it for now, because you will be much happier than if you were to keep with the Coca-Cola here. It's considered junk food, right? To keep what seems happy for the moment, but really is unaliving you day by day. And so follow your heart and be happy with the little for now. Not that you shouldn't own anything and be happy. You know what I mean, of course. But I mean to let go of the things that maybe others are using to hold back your power, and enjoy the little, if it is on your path with the Knight of Cups, of where your heart is at. So things like, no, I'm gonna fight back by moving in the direction that I want, not fight back and losing because you're just trying to win, but fighting by going towards the direction that you want. That's what I see, exactly the wisdom that I'm seeing in your cards. Go for it. Go for it. It's time for you, and you might think this is crazy, but with the disco ball and itinerancy, this traveling job, I kind of feel like it's time for fun, believe it or not. And this might sound like out of touch, lacking empathy. No, I feel like the cards totally understand what you're going through, but they're trying to show you the right and wise way out of this. There's something about the disco ball and the Knight of Cups, and here it's something about your way out of this is having fun. Crazy. But yeah, this is what the cards are saying. They're saying fight back by having fun. Having fun means here to follow what your heart is desiring. So what is your heart desiring? My dear pile number 3. What is your heart desiring? Yeah, I think I'm quite curious about that since we have Alice as well. So what is your heart desiring? Oh my God. Doesn't this seem like a riot or something? 7 of Wands. Fighting for peace. Pushing back peacefully, but being able to say what you want. 7 of Wands. Being able to say no. Push back. The Fool. We were just talking about the Fool. And again, we see an artist who loves her job, holding her work with pride and joy. So there's 2 things here, pushing back, and now is an opportunity somehow, at least for this pile, to go after your dreams, but to do it safely. Helmets on first, to do it safely. But yeah, to go after your dreams means push back and fight back. How interesting. Okay, and to do that, you will need to simplify your life. Okay. Wow. And look, I know it's Pentacles, but I read it intuitively with my eye as spectacle first. It will create a spectacle. So it looks like this will lead with the 10 of Cups to ultimate happiness, and that's what you're looking for, or that's what's going to make you win. It will create a spectacle. Not only are you going to win and be happy in your life, and your family is going to be happy, but it's going to move the curve back in your favor up again. It's going to create a spectacle. It will be in your favor, the favor of your family and your community with the 10 of Cups and the 11th house. It's everybody is guided to stop moving without thought, to follow the passions, the dreams, even if this means safely, of course, even if this means maybe getting not as much, at least to think about it. Always be careful and be discerning, of course, but at least to consider it. The Hermit. Yeah, put the past and the old ways behind you. Let it all go. Let go of the things you're attached to that are maybe making you miserable, maybe making you happy in the moment, but really miserable. Downsize everything and be free with the Hermit. Be a nomad, or yeah, look, where did I see? Traveling job, work on the go. Something about being free. Yeah. Gaining your autonomy over your life, by downsizing and removing the things that are making you only happy in the moment but really miserable because they're robbing away your soul, your dreams, your freedom, and things like that. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I am, to be honest, reading this feeling very nervous because yeah, it's not like I would tell you a million times be careful. That's why I'm nervous, I guess. But at least this is inviting you to really rethink everything with the death card. Massive transformation in your life, because this is not, it's not in your favor. It's taking everybody's peace, your mental peace, everybody's peace. And if everyone in the community brings their hands together, fight back with the Seven of Wands, peace, with truth, and downgrade and follow their own happiness, and let go of the things that without realizing are causing them to be stuck and sad, then there will be massive change upwards for everyone in this specific situation, in this specific situation. But look, it says pause before action. So before you take any action, which is very important right now, you're guided to pause and think about every action that you're going to start doing. And this is really the way out of it, as the cards are showing. And so let's ask, how are you guided to do that safely? How are you guided? And I ask for the universe to show you exactly, as if this part of the reading is a personal reading to you, how you can apply that in your life right now. Yeah, you see that idea, like a van life as well. Same idea, like pack little and be self-reliant. Knight of Pentacles, right? So you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Five of Swords, and look, Golden Gate. I told pile number 1 the same thing. They had like, was it pile 1 or pile 2? It looks like there's a gate or a portal these days. Look at that. Like a gate or a portal, because it showed up clearly in pile number 2. If you were in pile number 2, you know what I'm talking about. It was like a door full of light. And then here we have Golden Gate. So I'm starting to think like there is a portal these days. Perhaps it it is during the solar eclipse that is happening on the 17th. Maybe, I'm just guessing. On the 17th of February, if you're watching this now. Especially because it's also the beginning of the year of the fire horse on the same day. So maybe it's a big day or something. There's some form of portal. So anyways, do know that there's a massive portal. And so this shows with the Five of Swords that there's a battle going on. Someone will win, someone will lose. And that's the Five of Swords. Someone wins, someone loses. And so here it shows you that if you go through the gate, you win. And that gate requires you to be self-reliant. And it's so interesting how the reading is guiding you to be so self-reliant when it's also asking you to come together as a community. But it seems like there needs to be a yin and a yang. And so in order to be able to come together as a community, each one needs to be as much as possible in their energy of self-reliance. And this means that each one can achieve it in their own way, in their own world. This means in each person's life, one needs to ask themselves, what can I right now let go of that is hindering me from being free in my life? How can I downsize if it's needed in order to be free? And the more self-reliant with the Knight of Pentacles you are, the more you know that you're definitely passing and winning through this gateway. Okay. So you've got the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And then a song is playing in my mind's ear. 'Cause I'm a creep. I haven't heard this song in a long time. I don't know why I heard that, but let me think. Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands. Don't listen to, listen to your own world now. Don't engage and use, stay in your own world, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be aware of your environment either, because that also will rob from you. So you have to have a balance here again of not consuming energy that will only empower the other side. But at the same time, this doesn't mean going in the opposite direction and being completely out and not being there for your community. Do you see? You have to have a balance of keeping yourself out of the negativity, but also being aware of your environment. That's the trick that you're guided to do these days. And to go in the path of your desires with the Knight of Wands, even if this will make others think that you're a creep or a weirdo, it is greatly required that you go after your heart's desires. Two knights, both knights go after what they love and what they want. It's crazy. Tune out as much as you can, but that doesn't mean that you tune out to the degree where you're not being there with the community, you're not going through, let's say, the fight, or like peacefully saying no, that's wrong, but also not being consumed emotionally, right? Where you're out of focus in your own world, which is equally important right now. So be aware of your environment, because if you're not, then that's also not healthy, because then the community is not together, and it seems like the other force or the other political games or whatever is going on in this pile, they take from you what is yours, rightfully yours. So you got to pay attention to your environment, but you don't be consumed by it. Be consumed by your world and start making plans. And it's tricky with the Seven of Swords. If you're like, how can I do that? It is tricky, but you will get the hang out of it. Being aware, but not being consumed emotionally. Being there, standing strong, saying no, but also being most of the time focused on moving towards your dreams. And it seems like with the Hermit, if each one does it, that's how we all change this whole situation. Be aware, but don't be emotionally consumed. And finally, you've got the Ten of Swords and the Magician. Don't look at your situation with the eyes of hopelessness, of pain. From that same situation, you can create magic that only can be created from the situation. So much so that if you would have read your story from another, if you were in another timeline reading your story, or somebody's story that is in the same place like you would be shouting as you're holding the book and going, do this, I would totally do that if I was in their place. That's what you would say when discussing the book in your book club. So there's definitely something super strong, super powerful, super magical that you wish you would even partake in if you weren't in the story. Something so magical in your situation that you can absolutely do. And you will be able to do it when you take yourself out of being mentally stuck and how hopeless you feel or you are, to shift in the mindset of the magician. What can I do with what I have? The tools. What can I do with the tools that I have, the money that I have, the situation that I have, to create magic in my life? Creating magic in your life will create magic to the whole community. Perhaps this is literal, like maybe you're a light worker and changing your light will change the light around you, or maybe this is simply saying the more number of people do that, the more light, enough light that will change the whole situation. So yeah, this is exactly what I see in your cards. You're being guided to be independent. There's a gateway right now that can change everything. So don't feel hopeless at all. Things can change upside down right now. It's like a moment of win and loss right away. It's going to be a spectacle and you're going to be very happy. So don't consume a lot of negativity. Be aware of it, but don't consume it emotionally. Speak up, do the right thing, but at the same time, be very focused on minimizing the things that are holding you down, if not eliminating them as much as you can, in favor of moving towards your dreams and your passions and your heart. And this is going to create magic. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading, the message that you need to hear today. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.